Good evening, everyone. My name is Gus Kurtz, Chair of the Planning Advisory Board. It is 6:01 on October 23rd. We will start our meeting. The first will be our roll call, and I will call name and just raise your hand or say aye. Dawn Stolfus.
Aye.
Elizabeth Rossborg. Elizabeth, you might have to unmute. Van Mason.
Aye.
Ed Evans.
Aye.
Lawrence Blevins and Melanie Hartwig Davis are not here this evening. We do have 5 members. We have a quorum.
Sorry,
So I'd like to-
I unmuted. Elizabeth Rossberg here.
Okay, thank you, Elizabeth.
Sorry.
Is there a motion to approve the agenda?
I motion to approve the agenda.
Second?
I second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
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 Any nays? The agenda is approved. Motion to approve the minutes.
I motion to approve the minutes.
Thank you,
Aye.
Dawn. Second?
I second.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Any nays? The minutes are approved. Tonight's agenda is on a number of capital improvement program funding adjustments. Naomi from the Office of Budget will walk us through each request, and she will be supported from staff from corresponding departments. So without any further ado, Naomi, the floor is yours.
Good evening. Naomi McAllister, Office of Budget. I'm the Capital Budget Analyst, and I'm here this evening to present a request for supplemental appropriation and funds transfer to the fiscal year 25 capital budget and program. At this time, I would like to share my screen. Can everyone see my dog? I'm not sure. Can you see the screen?
We can just see you.
Hmm.
Here you go.
There's Buddy.
Yes.
Okay, we can see the screen. Good.
Okay. All right. So as I said, we're here to present requesting a recommendation for funds transfer and supplemental appropriations across the roads and bridges capital project class, traffic control, the Board of Education, and recreation and parks. We do have a good chunk of material to go through this evening. So I did want to ask how best you would like to move through it. So we have a couple options here. I could go project by project, and we can go through the presentation, question session, and have you all vote on it. Or we could go through all 9 capital projects and in the end vote on it as a block. What works best for you all?
Naomi, I recommend you go each project, and then we can ask questions for that individual project as it comes along, and then we'll vote on it at that time.
Okay, great. Sounds good. Okay, so the first project this evening is in the Roads and Bridges class, specifically Department of Transportation. The project is Blue Water Milestone SUPs. This capital project currently has a fiscal year 25 appropriation of about $2.2 million. They were requesting to perform a funding swap on this project in acknowledgement of approximately $850,000 in state grants and a deappropriation of general county bonds. Again, this leaves the capital project with the same level of appropriation. It's just acknowledging a funding swap. So this evening, we actually have David Braun here, who's Engineering Administrator, and Brian Ulrich, who's Transportation Planning Administrator, should you have any questions about this. So I'd like to open the floor.
Thank you. Are there any questions from any board members? No questions?
Okay.
Okay. How about if there's no questions, how about a motion then?
I make a motion to approve the additional fund.
I second.
Okay, and let me clarify, Naomi, that would be on the Blue Water Milestone projects, H 587-300.
Correct.
Okay, all in favor of that motion? Aye.
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 Are there any nays? Motion carries. Okay, Naomi, next project.
Okay, the next capital project is in the traffic control project class. The first capital project is H 479400, new traffic signals. The current level appropriation of this capital project is $350,000. However, they have received a state grant of $252,000. And so they're looking to increase the level of appropriation to $602,000. This evening, we have Nestor Flores, who's the chief traffic engineer. Should you have any questions regarding this particular capital project?
Board members, are there any questions?
No questions for me.
Okay, I'd like someone to make a motion to approve H
I motion to approve.
479400 and H 550700. All in favor?
Wait, second.
Second? Okay, Elizabeth, thank you. Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any nays? Motion passes.
Okay, great. And just for clarification for the record, included in the traffic control project class was the streetlight conversion capital project, H 550700. It was looking to acknowledge the grant of $1 million, thereby increasing the total level of appropriation to $1.56 million approximately. So that vote is nested, contains both those capital projects, it sounds like.
Okay, thank you. All right, next is decarbonization. Sustainability initiatives, right?
The first one I have actually is in the Board of Education project class. Yes, that's correct. It's security related upgrades. It's E 538100. They currently have a fiscal year 25 budget of $2 million. They're looking to acknowledge some additional state grant funding totaling approximately $791,000. So to increase their appropriation to a level of $2.791 million approximately. This evening, we have Kyle Roof, who's the Director of Facilities, and Bill Heisner, who's the Chief Operating Officer, Board of Education. Should you have questions regarding this grant, which is the School Safety Grant Program?
Okay, ours are listed in a little bit different order, but so this particular one is a security related upgrades.
Correct.
And what is that funding increase amount?
It is $791,000, $791,646. So it increases the level from $2 million to $2,791,646,000.
Board members, any questions?
In the description, I noticed it says security vestibules. Can they go in a little bit of detail about the vestibules? Is this for all schools or just some schools?
The way that Kyle Roof, Director of Facilities, the way that these grants work is the state offers these every year. This money will be going towards 4 vestibules. Currently, we've completed about 115 vestibules and have 8 actively in construction and a few pending.
And when you say the vestibules, that's like the entrance into the school?
Correct.
areas?
It's the graduated entrance.
Okay, any other questions?
This meeting is being recorded.
No other questions? Okay, thank you. Naomi, do we want to do all the Board of Education and then vote on that as a package?
Sure, if that works best for you. Yep. We can
Okay,
do that.
next project.
Sure. Okay. The next capital project is E538200 Building System Renovation. They currently have a fiscal year 25 appropriation of approximately $32.3 million. They're looking to acknowledge approximately $7.1 million in IEC state funding to increase the level of appropriation to $39.4 million for fiscal year 25.
Okay, board members, any questions?
No.
Okay, next project.
Okay, the next capital project is E538800 School Bus Replacement. Currently has a fiscal year 25 appropriation of approximately $3.3 million. They're looking to acknowledge 2 state grants for a total of approximately $1.6 million, increasing the level of appropriation to $4.97 million in fiscal year 25.
Any questions? Naomi, is that with electric battery buses?
I believe it's medium duty, heavy, zero emission.
Yes.
6 diesel powered with 6 battery electric buses, but I would defer to Kyle or Bill for specifics.
Yeah. Yes, that's correct. It's electric buses with
It's
infrastructure.
electric buses, so it's not diesel powered.
Correct.
Okay. And that's 538800.
Correct.
Okay. Next project.
Oops. The next capital project is E550300 Old Mill Middle School North. They currently have a fiscal year 25 appropriation of $22.1 million approximately. They're looking to acknowledge other state grants totaling a little over $2 million, thereby increasing their total level of appropriation to $24.1 million. This
Board
is
members,
the
any questions?
decarbonization one that you were inquiring about.
Mm-hmm. No questions, move forward. Next project.
Okay. The next capital project is E5917 Sustainability Initiatives. This capital project currently has an appropriation of $1.8 million. They're actually looking to acknowledge several grants they received in 2 different funding sources. One is other state grants totaling $2.7 million, and the other funding source is classified as miscellaneous on this page because it's actually a tax credit. So the total request of increase is approximately $4.575 million. So their total request of appropriation would be for fiscal year 25, $6.375 million.
Board members, any questions?
No.
Okay, that concludes the E-class capital projects.
Okay, before we vote on that, one, I want to thank all involved in obtaining all of these grants. I know it's a lot of work, and we love when we hear that there's a matching grant and we get $1 for $1 and so on. So it's just an absolute wonderful job on achieving all the necessary benchmarks to get these grants. So I commend everyone involved on that. So were there any other questions from board members? Okay, before we vote on this, I'd like Naomi to read, because I have project numbers, but I'm not sure I have them all. Naomi, read me the project numbers that we're getting ready to vote on.
Sure. Capital Project E 538100, security related upgrades. E 538200, building system renovation. Capital Project E 5388, school bus replacement. Capital Project E 550300, Old Mill Middle School North. And the final one is E 591700, Sustainability Initiatives.
Okay, I'd like a motion from the board members to approve the projects, the E projects that Naomi just listed.
Motion to approve the E projects just listed.
Second.
Second. Okay, motion's been seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Please say aye. Aye. Are there any nays? Okay. To clarify, E project 538100, 538200, 538800, 550300, and 591700. Those projects have been approved by the Planning Advisory Board for funding.
Great. Moving on to the final project class, it's the P class, Recreation and Parks, specifically P3936 WB&A Trail. This capital project currently has an appropriation of approximately $1.7 million. They're requesting acknowledgement of a funding swap. They were able to secure approximately $560,000 in state grants. And so they're requesting to deappropriate general county bonds in acknowledgement. This would keep the project at the same level of funding that it is currently appropriated at, which is $1.691 million. So with us this evening, we have Erica Jackson, who's the Deputy Director. Should you have any questions related to this capital project?
Any questions for Erica?
Hi, Erica.
Her background looks like mine.
Where is Erica there? Oh, there she is. Hi, Erica.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for considering our request this evening.
You're welcome.
Did we have any, no questions? Okay, then we need a motion to approve P 3936.
I'll motion to approve P 3936.
Second?
Second.
Okay, all in favor? Aye, please.
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any nays? Okay, motion is approved.
Thank you all.
Thank you,
You're
Erica.
welcome.
That concludes the capital budget requests for this evening.
Boy, Naomi, I thought that was going to take a lot longer.
I know.
Okay, with that, board members, are there any general questions? Does anybody have anything we need to cover? Is everybody clear on the schedule, the upcoming schedule? And those
Yeah.
meetings are at 5 o'clock, correct, Jessica?
That is correct. So starting on November 6th, we'll be meeting at 5 p.m. for the next 3 meetings so we can get through the region plans deliberations. So on Wednesday, November 6th, we'll meet here in 2664 Riva Road at 5 p.m. Then the next week, and we'll be discussing Region 9 at that time. This afternoon, you all should have gotten summaries of the Region 9 testimony. So earlier you got the raw comments. They now are in like summary format. There's a little bit of analysis done for you guys to take a look at. After the following week, after November 6th, will be November 13th. Once again, we'll be here, but then we'll be talking about Region 1. A summary of the testimony is forthcoming. And then the weekend after that, we'll be meeting once again here on November 20th at 5 p.m. to discuss Region 3. And the comments for Region 3 actually close tonight at 11:59 p.m.
Okay, and December 4th, is that a maybe?
December 4th is a meeting to deliberate on and potentially reflect on some testimony on new applications. So that one will be happening. It will be here in 2664 Riva Road. I'm hoping to have some more information for you guys as we get closer to that date.
So that meeting will be this is Mike Stringer, Planning and Zoning. That meeting on December 4 will be a slight difference from how we did this in the first round, to acknowledge that we have received some applications from property owners kind of through this public testimony period for a planning advisory board to consider for zoning changes that have not been reviewed by the public in any way before. So we're having that additional meeting so we can have a public hearing, and if any public members want to provide comment on those new applications, they could submit that to the planning advisory board before you guys deliberate and make your recommendations.
Okay, so I have a question about that. This is Elizabeth Rosberg, Planning Advisory Board. How does the public get information in regards to these new applications so that they know what the new applications are? Are those posted online?
Yeah, we will be posting those on the Region Plan hub sites. And Jesse, if you want to, if you have any more detail about that to provide, feel free.
I don't think I do right now, but I know that some of them are on the test, like in the summary of testimony that you guys received. So some of them are up.
Yeah.
Through that.
So Jesse, what would help us on the CZ numbers that they would have? They are probably going to be assigned a different category of number.
That's
Is that correct?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
And then what is the protocol for them being posted online? Is it 14 days for the public to comment on those new applications, or how does the public even know about these new applications? And how long do they have to comment?
Yeah. So we will we'll bring them up as we go through the deliberation meetings in November. So we'll through this forum, we'll describe those applications, we'll post them on the website, and then the public will have through December 4. And I think we'll open that up as we have those deliberations. We'll open that for written testimony as well, so people can email things in, and then if they want to show up on December 4 to give testimony, we'll also use our contact list, which we've been building throughout the process. Every time we have communication with the public, we encourage folks to, sign up for our contact list so we can email them out. So we'll be sharing information through that as well.
Okay, very good. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Board members, any other questions? No? Okay. Jesse, is there any other admin stuff that we need to go over tonight?
Not that I can think of.
No.
Okay, very good. Then we are done. A motion to adjourn.
A motion to adjourn.
Okay.
Hey, Ed.
Second, good.
Second.
Thank you. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Bye. Any nays? Okay, this meeting is adjourned. Thank you, everyone.
Right.
Bye.